May I come in, sir?
Please come in. Please have a seat.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, wait till.
Thank you, sir.
So Vikas,
Yes, sir.
Doing some job?
Sir, I was working in ITBP. I resigned last year, sir.
As what?
Assistant Commandant, sir.
so what does ITBP stand for?
It's the Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force, sir.
What were your optional papers?
It's a political science and international relationship.
Relationship.
Okay. when did you join the ITBP?
Sir, in 2016, sir.
So were you working between graduating, you're doing your BE in 2010 and 16?
Yes, sir. I worked in IT services first, and then I moved to SBI as a probationary officer, and then promoted as deputy manager, sir.
Right now you are in SBI.
Sir, no, sir. Right now I am unemployed, sir. So first I worked in IT, then I worked in SBI, and then in ITBP as assistant commandant, sir.
Actually, so you resigned from ITBP?
Yes, sir. Last year.
Acha. Just to prepare.
So you
Yes,
resigned from 2 jobs, State Bank, ITBP.
Three?
Three.
Three, अच्छा,
That
IT, yes.
includes IT, sir.
So,
ठीक है. Good.
so,
Shall I start? No.
so taking the discussion further, so you resigned from 3 jobs
Yes, sir.
within the space of last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, maybe
10 years, sir.
Huh?
10 years.
10 years. So why could you make up your mind as to which way you will move ahead in life?
Sir, I already had.
And now you are unemployed and you are taking a chance in civil services. So you're taking risks. Taking risks is good, but taking so many risks and not able to make up your mind, how would you explain this component of your personality?
Sir, I always had an inclination towards civil services. These jobs were part of that plan only, because I am coming from a middle income home where job security is very much important. So one cannot prepare without having any job. So sir, this was the part of it.
So you talked of job security.
Yes.
Job in IT, I can understand it was a private sector job, but job in State Bank, job security. Job security means security of tenure.
Sir.
Security of employment. State Bank is the public sector taking akin to government function. ITBP is also a government controlled paramilitary force. So that job security was taken care of there also. And job of as deputy manager State Bank, it's equal to a group A post equivalent.
Yes, sir.
So how would you explain that job security will be available in something which is still far away from you at the moment, and you left other jobs?
Sir, for me, these services had a hierarchy of it. For me, ITBP was better than SBI, and I resigned from ITBP because my wife also got selected in services. So I thought now my family income is now stable. I can take a risk, sir.
So you mean to say because of financial, you can take a risk?
Yes, sir.
By leaving secure jobs and trying for something which is still far away. Anyway, that's good. You come from Rajasthan.
Yes, sir.
And have you heard of must have heard of Barmer?
Yes, sir.
What's
Yes.
it well known for?
Sir, right now it's well known for the Panchpadra oil refinery, sir. So we have.
And what else?
Sir, it's basically.
And there's some.
Sir, I am not aware about.
It's known for furniture.
Sorry, sir, I was not.
Are you aware of it?
No, sir.
Actually, it's known as furniture also. One of exquisite furnitures are found there. So, what is an epic?
Epic, which correspond to a number of years or number of era, like Mahabharata or Ramayana, which talks about a specific era of time, sir.
Are epics true reflection of history?
Sir, in my opinion, they are not true reflection. There was some part of history as well as some part of imagination of the author, sir.
There's some part of history and some part of imagination of the author.
Oh, yes, sir.
So, can you just describe it in detail?
Sir, we can, compare it to fiction, sir. So, we are having some part of history, and on that the author built up.
Fiction is total imagination. It's something man-made.
Sir.
It's not. It has no historical authenticity.
Sir.
Fiction, if you compare it to fiction.
Sir, in my view, they are built upon the history, and that's all I can say about it, sir.
What lessons do epic carry?
So
For us.
first of all, they are projecting some values of a ideal person. For example, in Ramayana we see the values of Rama. In Mahabharata we see the values of Krishna, and it also talks about the vice and virtues both, sir. So this can work as a learning graph for people, sir.
So what would you learn from Mahabharata?
Sir, the most important learning from Mahabharata would be karma. You have to do your karma in whichever duty you are. You have to perform with excellence in that duty, sir.
What message of human relationships can you derive from Mahabharata?
Sir,
Family relationships, human relationships.
Sir, basically there can be a feud between two brothers and different sections of family, sir. And in lessons we have to build upon the family values, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Tell me, you have written that you got ITBP DG insignia and commendation role.
Yes, sir.
For what did you get this?
Sir, my performance during this India-China conflict on South Bank of Pangong, sir. So I was the post commander of the post where all the action happened, sir, in 2020.
In 2020.
On Southern Bank, sir. Southern Bank of Pangong, sir.
और उसके बाद you resigned.
Sir, I got transferred from that location because I completed my tenure of 3 years in that location. I got transferred to Delhi. Then I resigned, sir.
After coming to Delhi,
I resigned, sir.
you resigned.
Yes, sir. In February 2021, sir.
Okay. And now, how old are you?
Sir, I am 32 years old, sir.
And how many chances you have taken at the civil services?
Sir, it's my 7th chance, sir.
This is your 7th attempt.
Yes, sir.
And first interview,
Second interview, sir.
what happened in the previous one?
Sir, I got very less marks in mains, sir.
How much did you get in your interview?
146, sir.
146.
Yes, sir. That was also very low.
What do you think went wrong?
Sir, I didn't had any time for preparation, sir, because I was posted to in remote location where I didn't had internet access, as well as I was not getting enough time to prepare, sir.
Okay. And what service is your family in?
Sir, my wife is currently in IRS IT, sir.
What?
IRS IT.
Which batch?
Sir, 2019 UPSC, 2020 joining, sir.
Where she is posted now?
Sir, in ITO Delhi.
Okay. And what happens if you don't make it this time?
Sir, I will go for, basically I am pursuing right now Masters in Political Science and International Relation, and I will move for PhD, sir.
This is the last attempt.
Sir, yes, sir, I decided that this will be my last attempt. In OBC, there are 2 attempts left, sir.
Okay. Tell me, what is a strong quality in you which you feel makes you suitable for civil service?
Sir, the most important quality in me is leadership, sir.
Leadership.
Yes, sir.
How long does that last?
I think, sir, in my humble opinion, it is.
See, because 2 very coveted engagements that you have had,
Yes, sir.
You decided not to lead for whatever reason,
Sir.
be it bank, be it your ITBP. You were in a position of leadership,
Yes, sir.
but suddenly you decided sorry. So how long does that quality last in you? What do you feel?
Sir, I resigned from those jobs was a part of a plan only because left one job after I got the second job only, sir.
But at present, you only said कि I have nothing with me. I'm unemployed.
Sir,
You only said just now.
yes, sir. But sir, leadership is a quality which do not depend upon what job I am having or where
Tell me one thing.
Sir,
You were posted to Delhi.
yes, sir.
If you had taken leave and appeared for the exam, nobody would have given you leave.
Sir, I tried, sir. It was not given to me, sir. Sir, I was posted in Intelligence Directorate and there were
Oh,
no...
that is okay.
Sir,
You were given a posting in the directorate in the intelligence branch.
sir.
So, person can always take leave. If not, what one can say, I'll take leave without pay. You're not getting any pay now.
Yes, sir. I'm
Then
not getting.
who would have refused you? Leave without pay.
Sir.
So what you have in your hand, you tend to give it away in some whatever. My wife has a good job, so I can afford to do like this.
Sir, I think that I'm having very much confidence on my ability that I'll clear if I'll get enough time. I prepared for last 6-7 years. However, I was never unemployed and never get a chance to give 100% to this job, sir. So me and my wife get together and with family support, we thought that okay, let's for one time I should give 100% to it, sir.
Okay. What ails our country today, according to you?
Sir, the poverty and hunger, sir.
Poverty and
Hunger.
hunger. How poor are we?
Sir, basically right now, if our per capita income is compared to our neighbors only, sir, we are right now we are behind than Bangladesh. So we are right now in lower middle income countries. So we are having a huge number of people below poverty line, sir.
Are we better than Africa?
Yes, sir, we are better than Africa, sir.
We are better?
Yes, sir, we are better than sub-Saharan Africa, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Are there any areas where we are worse than sub-Saharan Africa?
Sir,
You
if
made mention of something and that makes me ask this question.
Sir, if not worse, we are almost equivalent in malnutrition, wasting and stunting of children, sir.
When did you get married?
Sir, 2020, sir.
2020. Your form says that your family income per month is 40,000 rupees?
Per year, 48,000 rupees, sir. 4,80,000 rupees per year.
Per year, so that comes to 40,000 rupees per month, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, that includes only father's income, sir.
But you were married before that. Are you living together or separately?
Sir, we are living together, but in this form, they asked about the father's income, sir.
Is it father's
It
or
is-
family income? Father, okay. I stand corrected. It's not family income. So maybe the form doesn't assume that husband could be living from wife's salary, which is very progressive. I appreciate that part. And when she joined IRS,
Sir, in 2020, sir. In December 2020, sir.
has that in some sense encouraged you or created pressure?
Sir, that encouraged me. So because we both appeared in interview that year, so we both decided that even one of us will get selected, other will resign from his post, and we will work for, we will prepare for.
I'm very impressed with that kind of
Thank you,
coordination between two of you. And you said you're doing Masters in Political Science International
sir.
Relations?
Yes, sir.
Where from?
Sir, IGNU.
Okay. And how much of that Masters is finished now?
Sir, I have to appear for second year exam in June, sir.
Okay. So you're looking at plan B, as you mentioned, of doing PhD
Yes, sir.
in that same subject and following research as your field. You have mentioned of your interest in Sun Microsystems and Ubuntu.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning? You know, it comes from a Zulu phrase.
Yes, sir.
So what is the meaning of Ubuntu? What is Ubuntu philosophy?
Sir, it's basically humanity. The meaning of the word is humanity, and the philosophy is like coming together, people coming together. So this is the basic philosophy of Ubuntu, sir.
How different it is from Islamic Brotherhood?
Sir, basically it is not depend on any religion per se. Ubuntu is not.
Islamic Brotherhood is not religious. It's beyond. It's much bigger than religion.
Sir. But however, sir, this is a broad concept. Ubuntu is a broad concept. It talks about different language, different ethnicity, different regions. So basically, it's a South African Zulu language word, but it encompasses the different areas of basically.
Does it go beyond humans?
Sir, I don't know about it, sir.
Okay. And I assume you chose political science, international relations as your mains because somebody advised you this is a easy way to crack the exam. And has that been your optional all the time, or you tried other optionals before?
Sir, I tried this option only.
All 7 times?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I wrote mains for 4 times, sir.
4 times?
Yes, sir.
4 times. 4 times only PSIR?
Yes, sir.
And you had 1 interview in that?
Yes, sir, in 2019, sir.
Tell me, how can you improvise Prime Minister's style of diplomacy? What can be done to add on to what he does? You understand, he has a style of his own.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. He has a close relationship with the leaders, and
Style, you know, let me give you an example. He likes hectic, fly-by-night kind of
yes, sir.
journeys.
Yes, sir.
Hug diplomacy, meeting diaspora,
Yes, sir.
Oratory. So that style I am referring.
Yes, sir.
So I am not referring to the other content. He has a style of his diplomacy.
Yes, sir.
1 or 2 things that you can add on to make it more effective.
Sir, I think we basically the style is recognized world over and as a very good style. However, we have to do substance on the ground, sir.
Good or bad is separate question. I'm saying he has a style. Where you think you can add on 1 or 2 things?
Sir, in his style or overall policy?
His style of what would you advise him to do? Please do this also.
Sorry, sir, I am not able to think about it.
So he's perfect according to you. Nothing can be changed. And there is a whole debate about Hindi language. What does Constitution say about Hindi?
Sir, we have Hindi as an official language right now, and with Hindi we are having English also, and as per the 1965 law, so we have both languages, and not Hindi speaking language, Hindi speaking states can talk to others, communicate with other states through English, sir.
Okay, my last question. Rajasthan has this child marriage issue.
Yes, sir.
If you are posted in Seeker, let us say,
Sir.
1 or 2 steps that you would like to take to address that problem.
Sir, the most important part will be awareness, because and for that I will start from schools only. I will try to educate the students that this will have negative impact on that. So they become a social change agent. Second, the implementation of this law is also somewhere it's lacking. So it should be implemented in letter and spirit, sir.
Who are the main decision makers in this? Not children. You can inspire, yes, educate, aware children. But how would you deal with people who command power to continue with that?
Sir, basically I have to go for carrot and stick approach. First, I have to make sure that awareness is spread, as well as I should ensure that the law is implemented in letter and spirit, sir.
Thank you.
You have Vikas shown that interest in reading non-fictional books.
Yes, sir.
What is the last non-fictional book that you've read which is outside of your PSIR?
Okay, sir. So I read Rachel Carson's The Silent Spring.
The Silent Spring.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us briefly what the book is about?
So this was the first book which tried to showcase the world that the use of pesticide will have negative impact on our environment. So we can say that this book is the the bedrock of environmental movement in the world. It was written in 1962, and that time we were not aware about the negative impact of these pesticides, be it DDT. So in that book, she focused on these kind of environmental impacts on agriculture and environment.
Very good. Right.
Because
Sir.
basically, I mean, we understand your objectives very clearly. But let's say that you do get selected.
Yes, sir.
So, what do you think would be your main jobs at the beginning? I mean, you've been in ITBP and things, so you have seen.
Yes, sir.
What exactly would you be concentrating on?
Sir, as basically the different services will be giving me different roles. For example, let's say I get selected in Indian Administrative Services.
Yeah, I'm only talking about that.
Sir, in that scheme, that service, I have to focus on the implementation of the schemes. Basically, I have to work with the people. I have to, become a link between the people and the government, sir, and try to implement all the services which the government is trying to implement, and ensure that there shouldn't be any corruption or leakage of the money, sir.
Yeah, but you are more than a PRO. You are more than a PRO. You are an administrator.
Yes.
You have to do it yourself.
Yes, sir.
What is it that you would like to concentrate on?
Sir, if I talk about specific sectors, I will work on education and health sector, sir. Because let's say the primary health centers in rural areas of different districts, so there is a absence of doctors. Sometimes the medicines are not there. So I will focus on that area.
You
sir.
see, there are some jobs which are the main responsibility of other departments, say health and education. There are some things which a revenue officer has to do himself. And others will look at you. What is that job which is being done by subdivision officers which you think? You've been, I'm asking this question because you've been on the field.
Sir.
Directly, which is the responsibility of a subdivision officer. See, looking at health and education is all right, but you are not a doctor.
Sir.
What is it that the subdivision officer actually does under the law?
Sir, I am not sure, but if I can...
Guess.
Sir, basically the distribution of the funds which are allocated to the district. I think
Some of them will be given to subdivision officers, yes.
Sir.
Then, do you have any powers under any acts and rules where you have to, follow the law and do it?
Sir, right
Just
now
guess.
I'm not able to.
Okay. Yeah, because you see, it's all right to look at others and supervise them. It's another thing to do it yourself.
Yes, sir.
And when you start, you'll have to do it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Others will be supervising you, right? Okay, tell me one thing lastly. Junjunu, you have a lot of nice houses and things like that, is it? What
Those are
what is
Havelis, sir.
interesting? Yeah.
Those are Havelis, and in areas like Mandava in Junjunu, so they are having very good mural paintings also, sir. So they attract different tourists.
So what is the style and who did it and what is that?
Sir,
Apart from paintings, also carvings and things like that, only paintings?
Sir, both, yes, sir, carvings are also there. So earlier when the Junjunu and Sikar were thikanas of Jaipur, so there were number of royal family members, as well as the businessmen who created these Havelis. So, and these Havelis, because now those businessmen and those, royal families, so they are using now as a guest house and hotels, sir.
But what's the business in a dry state like Rajasthan? I mean, what business can you do there?
So tourism is a wonderful.
Now,
Yes, sir.
see, when those Havelis were built, how did they get the money?
Sir, basically the Shekhawati area businessmen are working all around India.
So it's the money from other places which is being transferred.
Yes, sir. So we have Goenkas, Bajaj, Birlas in that area, sir.
Nice, okay.